The Vatican is one of the most mysterious places in the world, steeped in endless speculation. One such legend speaks of a ring hidden within its walls, said to hold power to control all forms of demons and spirits. Chilling? How about the rumor of a secret manuscript hidden deep within its walls, allegedly predicting events year ahead? Join us as we explore 20 creepy things hidden in the Vatican. Number 20. The Codex Gigantes. The Codex Gigantes, famously known as the Devil's Bible, is renowned for two main reasons: its size and the drawing of the devil within its pages. True to its name, Codex Gigantes, which translates to giant book, weighs over 165 pounds, making it the largest preserved medieval manuscript in the world. However, this historical document does not come without its controversies. All over its pages are various strange illustrations, including one of the devil that some claim is a scarily accurate depiction, with red horns, eyes, claws, tongues, and a greenish face. Believed to be crafted in the 13th century in a Benedictine monastery in what is now the modern-day Czech Republic, the Codex Gigantes was made using wooden covers and pages of vellum, a material derived from animal skin. Beyond its size, the manuscript contains a complete version of the Bible, along with additional texts on various subjects, including works on exorcism. Adding to its mystique, legend has it that the manuscript was created by a monk who, facing execution for breaking his monastic vows, promised to write a book that would encompass all human knowledge in a single night. As midnight neared, and realizing the task was impossible, he was said to have made a pact with the devil to complete the manuscript in exchange for his soul. Despite its supernatural legend, the Codex Gigantes remains a significant historical artifact that reminds us of the answers we may find within the Vatican to some intriguing questions, like whether giants once walked among us. Number 19. Nephilim and our negative blood. One of the most intriguing questions we have yet to fully answer is, did supernatural beings once walk among us, as mentioned in the Book of Enoch? If so, it seems the Vatican might hold the key to this ancient mystery. The Nephilim were mysterious beings, rumored to be offspring of men and angels. Some say they were descendant of Cain and Abel. In traditional biblical imagery, they are portrayed as beings of immense size and strength, or alternatively, as beings of great power and authority. The Vatican is rumored to possess hidden knowledge about these strange beings. There is also speculation that links the Nephilim to Rh-negative blood, a rare blood type found in only a small percentage of the global population. This blood type is characterized by the absence of the rhesus factor, a protein typically present in most human blood, fueling theories about the mysterious origins and potential connection to strange beings since they were not totally human. Although this assumption is speculative and has no scientific backing to prove such a theory, however, the Vatican's archives are believed to contain documents and manuscripts that could solve this disturbing mystery. Apart from the artifacts rumored to be within the walls, there is another rumor of a divine being with deep wisdom chained within the walls of the Vatican. Number 18. The legend of the chained angel. Some legends are scary, but the legend of an angel living within the walls of the Vatican is the one that sparks curiosity. One of the most enduring among many is the tale of a chained angel said to be held within its ancient walls. According to this intriguing legend, the Vatican captured and imprisoned an angel and kept it chained within its wall. This angel is believed to be kept in chains, possibly deep within a secret chamber beneath the Vatican's sprawling complex. Although there is no concrete proof to justify this speculation, the story goes on to suggest that with the intelligence to acquire supernatural knowledge and power, the Vatican kept the angel bound for some undeclared purpose. Although no concrete evidence supports the existence of such a being within the Vatican, the legend persists, fueled by the secretive nature of the Church and its long history of guarding a vast number of religious artifacts and ancient relics. Whether based in fact or purely fictional, this tale adds to the Vatican's already mysterious reputation, sparking curiosity about what other secrets might be hidden within its sacred walls. What lies beneath remains a mystery, and it's difficult to tell the authenticity of these stories. But what would you think of a chamber dedicated to the purpose of rebuking demons? Number 17. The Hidden Papal Exorcism Chamber. The Vatican seems synonymous with intriguing legends. One such rumor is that of a hidden papal exorcism chamber within its walls. This secret room is said to be specially equipped for the purpose of expelling demons or malevolent spirits from individuals believed to be possessed. The assumption of such a practice has struck the inquisitive mind of those who are sometimes intrigued by the mysterious practices of the Vatican. According to these rumors, the chamber is adorned with ancient religious symbols and houses various sacred relics believed to assist in the expelling or summoning of demons. Although exorcism practices are not strange to the Catholic Church, they are well documented in its history and are usually performed by a priest, not in public, but in private. While the Vatican has never officially acknowledged the existence of this particular exorcism chamber, the secretive nature of the Vatican's operations adds layers of intrigue and mystery to the idea of such a hidden chamber within the heart of the world's smallest sovereign state. Number 16. The Ghost of the Boresi Gallery. The Boresi Gallery in Rome, though not directly part of the Vatican, is closely tied to the history of the Papal States. It houses a statue that has become the focus of numerous paranormal claims, a sculpture of Pauline Bonaparte, Napoleon's sister, as Venus Victrix, crafted by Antonio Canova. Visitors have reported strange occurrences near the statue, from sudden drops in temperature to sensations of an invisible touch or a gentle brush against their skin. Some even claim to see a ghostly figure resembling Pauline Bonaparte, silently wandering among the artworks. Described as having a melancholic gaze, this apparition adds to the eerie atmosphere of the gallery. These experiences are likely amplified by the lifelike quality of the statue and Pauline's dramatic life, marked by beauty and turmoil. While these ghostly encounters aren't scientifically proven, they continue to intrigue visitors, cementing the statue's haunting reputation and making it a chilling highlight of the gallery. Number 15. The Prophecy of the Popes. Deep inside the Vatican is another mystery that makes us wonder what lies within its walls. Can you imagine coming across the coffin of a man who died several generations ago? But not just any man, a seer. Behind the wall is the sarcophagus of Malachy, said to contain the remains of St. Malachy, a 12th century Irish bishop, famous for his prophetic visions regarding the succession of popes. Perhaps that's why his remains have remained within the wall for centuries. According to history, he was granted a vision that allowed him to foresee a list of all future popes, which he documented in a series of cryptic phrases, popularly known as the Prophecy of the Popes, which comprises short Latin descriptions that allegedly predict the characteristics or symbols associated with each pope leading up to the end of the world. This manuscript was then allegedly deposited in the Vatican's secret archives and forgotten about until its rediscovery in 1590, supposedly just in time for a papal conclave occurring at the time. Believers claim that each phrase accurately corresponds to a specific pope, and that the prophecy has predicted every pope up to the present day. The sarcophagus and the prophecy attributed to St. Malachy have added to the mystique surrounding the Vatican's historical archives. Although the Church has never officially endorsed the prophecy as authentic, it sparks our interest in the existence of such an ancient book that foretells prophecy. Another book of this nature was one that predicted global events yet to come. Number 14. Norris Lost Predictions. Imagine a book that foretold the future and the present, with every global event seeming to relate to its content. That book is the prophecy of Nostradamus. It is believed this manuscript by Nostradamus is said to be safeguarded within the Vatican's secret archives. What makes the manuscript so popular is the rumor that it contains detailed predictions about the future of the Church and global events. The manuscript is also said to include specific prophecies about significant upheavals within the papacy and the Church, which might explain why the Vatican would choose to keep it concealed. No credible evidence has ever surfaced to verify the authenticity of this manuscript, nor did the Vatican ever verify the existence of this book within its walls. However, fueled by the secretive nature of the Vatican's archives and the enduring public fascination with Nostradamus's predictions about papal succession and global events, the legend persists that the Vatican might possess additional undisclosed writings by Nostradamus, perhaps until there is a general assessment of the Vatican's extensive library and archival holdings. Until more concrete evidence is revealed, though, the existence of this mysterious manuscript remains speculative and unfounded, much like the legend of a strange encounter between a monk and a divine being. Number 13. Saint Bernard and the Virgin Mary. Among the tales surrounding the Vatican is the story of a divine interaction between a man and a divine being, a story that has been a mainstay in the Catholic Church. It tells of a miraculous encounter that Saint Bernard, the monk, had with a statue of the Virgin Mary. According to legend, he was praying before a statue of Mary. "Show yourself as a mother." Suddenly, the statue came to life. In one arm, Mary held infant Jesus. With the other hand, she squeezed her bare breast, squirting breast milk on the lips of Bernard, who, being nourished spiritually, received gifts of healing and wisdom. This act was interpreted by the Church as a profound blessing from Mary, showing the extent of her favor and grace toward him. This divine encounter, famously known as the lactation of Saint Bernard, has been depicted in many religious artworks throughout history. However, it is often excluded from mainstream religious teachings because of its unusual nature and the way it challenges traditional views of sanctity and proper conduct for religious figures. However, this is just one of the many rumors surrounding the Vatican, though it doesn't hold as much weight as the legend of a ring hidden within its walls, said to have the power to summon and control demons. Number 12. The Seal of Solomon. Imagine a ring that could command demons and spirits just by being worn on the finger. Strange and creepy? Legends say a ring with such ability exists within the walls of the Vatican. The Seal of Solomon, a legendary ring steeped in ancient mystical lore, is rumored to be safeguarded within the Vatican's secret archives. This ring is said to have been owned and worn by the biblical King Solomon. Legends have it that the Archangel Michael gave Solomon the ring, with the Star of David engraved on it, granting him the power to speak to animals, enslave demons, and even force demons to build the Temple of Jerusalem. This ability to control such forces has made the Seal of Solomon a focal point of intrigue in esoteric traditions, although the Vatican has never officially confirmed the possession of this mythical ring. Yet the rumor endures, driven by the secretive nature of the Vatican's archives and its history of preserving sacred and ancient objects. Creepy as this may sound, it's nothing compared to the shocking number of dead bodies lying underground within the walls of the Vatican. Number 11. Catacombs of Lost Cardinals. The Vatican has more within its walls than you could ever imagine. perhaps because it is an ancient religious organization that has spanned over the centuries. It is rumored that deep beneath the Vatican lies a network of catacombs that served as burial grounds for early Christians and high-ranking clergy members who met untimely and often unexplained deaths, famously known as the Catacombs of Lost Cardinals. Many believe these disappearances were tied to political schemes, power struggles, or theological disputes within the Church. Although the Vatican has never officially acknowledged the existence of these catacombs, these hidden burial sites only add to the mystery surrounding the Vatican, an institution with a long, complex history and a significant role in global religious and political matters. The idea of the Catacombs of Lost Cardinals captures the imagination, fueling speculation about the hidden secrets the Vatican might be keeping from the public. Whether these catacombs are real or are just part of a Vatican folklore, they continue to fascinate those intrigued in the mysteries of one of the world's most powerful religious institutions. If this fascinates your curiosity, then wait until you are informed of a hidden ancient secret tunnel within the walls of the Vatican. Number 10. Pope's escape tunnels. Sometimes we need an escape route when cornered by our enemies. The Vatican City is no exception, as it has a secretive escape route for the Pope in times of danger. Famously known as the Passetto di Borgo, it has historically served as an important part of the Vatican's defensive infrastructure, providing a secretive escape route for popes to escape during times of crisis or invasion by the enemy. Erected in 1277 by Pope Nicholas III, but parts of the wall were built by Totila during the Gothic War. It is an approximately 8-meter-long corridor located in the Rione of Borgo, connecting it to Castel Sant'Angelo. On at least 2 occasions, it has served as an escape route for popes in danger. The earliest occurred in 1494, when Pope Alexander VI escaped through this route during the sack of Rome, when the troops of Charles V invaded the city. History also says that Pope Clement VII escaped to safety through this passage during the sack of Rome in 1527, when troops of the Holy Roman Emperor Charles V attacked the city. Today, the Passetto di Borgo stands as a testament to the Vatican's historical strategies for safeguarding the Pope. Although rarely used in modern times, its existence continues to fascinate historians and the public alike, serving as a significant reminder of the Vatican's efforts to protect its spiritual and political authorities in ancient times. Number 9. Black Magic Grimoire. Imagine the contrasting existence of a dark magic book within the walls of the Vatican. Yet there are rumors suggesting that within the vast archive of the Vatican are some secret books related to the practice of dark magic and rituals and methods for summoning and forming pacts with demonic entities. The very assumption that such books exist within the walls of the Vatican, the heart of the Catholic Church, is highly controversial given the Church's strong opposition to occult practices. Historically, grimoires often included ancient knowledge on subjects like astrology, alchemy, divination, and the invocation of supernatural beings like angels, demons, or spirits. Grimoires have been associated with various cultural traditions and time periods, including ancient Egypt, medieval Europe, and Renaissance magic. The rumored grimoire in the Vatican is speculated to be linked to ancient texts and magical traditions, possibly including references found in works like the Grand Grimoire or the Lesser Key of Solomon, both of which detail methods for conducting spells and controlling spirits. Although this rumor has been on for years, there is no verifiable evidence to confirm the existence of such books in the Vatican's possession, and the Church has never acknowledged owning such a book in its archive. However, even if such books exist, the secretive nature of the Vatican's archives ensures they remain hidden from the public. There are also other artifacts, some with somewhat demonic imagery, that the Church will never acknowledge. Number 8. Demon Fresco. Behind the walls of the Vatican, in the Pauline Chapel, lies a fresco designed by Michelangelo that reportedly contains a hidden painting of a demon. This fresco, part of the chapel's decorations, is said to feature a shadowy demonic figure, subtly embedded within the scene, depicting the conversion of Saul on the road to Damascus. In the painting, the demon's presence is small and not immediately obvious to casual observers, but those who look carefully can discern this shadowy figure, which stands in stark contrast to the holy figures surrounding it. Several interpretations have been floated regarding the reason behind the inclusion of this shadowy feature. Some suggest it reflects Michelangelo's critical views towards aspects of the Church, while others believe it stems from his personal struggles. Michelangelo was well known for embedding controversial messages in his work. Despite these interpretations, there is no definitive explanation for the inclusion of the demonic-looking figure, and the Vatican, aiming to avoid controversy, has not officially addressed its presence or symbolism. This ambiguity only adds to the allure and mystery of Michelangelo's work within the Vatican, fueling more questions than answers. However, its mystery and intrigue pale in comparison to an ancient artifact that bears symbols of two contrasting ancient religions. Number 7. The Sarcophagus of the Zodiac. The Sarcophagus of the Zodiac is a remarkable artifact that serves as a reminder of how ancient Roman traditions intertwined with the Christian faith. This fascinating burial artifact reflects a time of religious fusion, featuring engravings that combine both pagan and Christian symbols. Discovered beneath the Vatican many years ago, the Sarcophagus of the Zodiac likely dates back to a time when Christianity was still emerging as the dominant religion in Rome, reflecting a transitional era in religious practices. It has on it 12 zodiac signs, symbolizing the celestial cycle and its believed influence on human affairs. These zodiac signs are interwoven with Christian icons, such as the ichthus and the fish, a secret symbol used by early Christians. Some observers speculate that the presence of these two differing religious symbols on the sarcophagus suggests that it was created during a time when the old and new religions coexisted and interacted closely, or it may have belonged to a high-ranking Roman official who perhaps converted to Christianity. Perhaps it may have helped make Christianity acceptable to those accustomed to pagan traditions who would not want to sacrifice their pagan practices for Christian faith. Although this artifact offers deep insights into the complex religious landscape of ancient Rome and the gradual incorporation of Christianity into Roman culture, but also highlights the vast collection of relics housed within the Vatican. These relics hold the potential to answer profound questions, such as pinpointing the exact day of Jesus' death, underscoring their historical and spiritual significance. Number 6. Jesus' death certificate. In the Vatican, there are relics that can open doors to investigations into ancient times, revealing unknowns or sparking speculation, one of which is the Shroud of Turin. The Shroud of Turin is considered by some Vatican researchers as a sort of death certificate for Jesus Christ. One prominent scholar, Barbara Frail, a scholar from the Vatican's secret archives, suggests that the fragments of words written in Greek, Hebrew, and Latin suggest the shroud was placed over Jesus of Nazarene, or Jesus of Nazareth, imprinting the image of a man's face and body. In her books, Fraile stated that the text on the shroud reads, "In the year 16 of the reign of the Emperor Tiberius, Jesus the Nazarene, taken down in the early evening after having been condemned to death by a Roman judge because he was found guilty by a Hebrew authority, is hereby sent for burial with the obligation of being consigned to his family only after 1 full year. The shroud, first mentioned way back in the 14th century, shows bloodstains and markings that match the wounds of crucifixion, leading many to believe it could have been used as a burial cloth. However, 3 radiocarbon dating tests conducted in 1988 concluded that the shrouds dated back to between 1260 AD to 1390 AD, much later than the time of Christ, hence contradicting claims made by many Vatican researchers. Despite this, some researchers have questioned these findings, citing issues like the origin of the samples tested, possible contamination, misinterpretation of carbon dating data, and other alternative theories. Despite ongoing debates, the Shroud of Turin continues to captivate both believers and skeptics, leaving many to wonder what other discoveries could lie within the walls. However intriguing this discovery is, it's not as mind-boggling as the chambers that sing an ancient melody. Subscriber's Pick. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Did you know that the Vatican keeps a container of blood that the Pope occasionally kisses because he believes it holds sacred significance? Creepy, right? Wondering why it has continued for years without a second thought by the Vatican? As always, let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Number 5. The Haunting Lament within the Vatican Grotto. If you believe ghosts are real, then you are on the same footing as those who claim that spirits are crying out from within the walls of the Vatican Grotto. The Vatican Grotto is a series of underground chambers and chapels located beneath St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican. Initially designed in the 16th century as underground vaults, the grottos soon evolved into a sacred space. In 1592, Pope Clement VIII undertook the renovation of the medieval crypt and named it the Clementine Chapel, which now houses the tomb of St. Peter. Today, the Vatican grottos function as a lower basilica, containing the tombs of popes, saints, and other significant figures from Rome's history, while also connecting to the ancient Vatican necropolis below. There are also invaluable ancient works of art and relics in these hidden grottos. Strangely, visitors and clerics have reported hearing a sorrowful melody echoing through the marble corridors. Often described as haunting and melodic, this sound is usually heard at dusk when the grotto is quieter. The melody is said to feel ancient and sorrowful, as if it emanates from the very underground walls that have witnessed centuries of history. Despite many investigations, the source of this sound remains unidentified. Some believed it might be the unique acoustics of the architecture, amplifying and carrying sounds in unexpected ways. Others speculate it could be the echo of prayers and chants once offered in these sacred spaces, now embedded into the fabric of the grotto. Despite the interest from historians and acoustics experts, the origin of the haunting lament within the Vatican Grotto remains a mystery. This mysterious phenomenon adds to the spiritual and mystical atmosphere of the Vatican, much like the mysterious tomb of Pope Alexander VII. Every discovery only leads to more questions that remain unanswered. Number 4. The mysterious tomb of Pope Alexander VII. A tour through the Vatican will lead you to a tomb so striking and large, decorated with sculptures, that you'll almost be compelled to ask, who is this? The tomb of Pope Alexander VII, situated in St. Peter's Basilica, is a sculptural monument designed and partially executed by the Italian artist Gian Lorenzo Bernini. The piece was commissioned by Pope Alexander VII himself. However, construction of the monument did not start until 1671 and was completed in 1678, 11 years after the Pope's death. Renowned for its detailed design, particularly the striking image of a skeleton holding an hourglass. symbolizing the passage of time and the certainty of death. The monument features 6 significant figures. At the top, Alexander is depicted kneeling in prayer. Below him are 4 female statues symbolizing virtues, practiced by the pontiff. In the foreground, Charity is shown holding a child in her arms, while to her right stands Truth, with her foot resting on a globe. The tomb has sparked curiosity and speculation, not just because of its artistic elements, but also for the mysterious circumstances surrounding Pope Alexander VII's death. He passed away in 1667 after a brief illness, but rumors suggest that his death may have been sudden, possibly involving some political plans or secretive plots. Notably, there are rumors suggesting that some important artifacts might have been concealed within the tomb itself. Coming across a place like this within the walls of the Vatican might send a chill down your spine, especially if you weren't prepared. What's worse is the underground chambers, where signs suggest someone met their end within one of them. Number 3. The unknown prisoner beneath the Vatican. The Vatican is not without its surprises and rumors, whether tale or truth. Why would someone be held as a prisoner in such a holy city? Legends tell the tale of an unknown prisoner who is said to have met his end deep within the Vatican's vast underground chambers. The identity and story of this prisoner are largely unknown, contributing to the mysterious and unsettling reputation of the Vatican's underground chambers. Some claim that this individual might have been imprisoned for reasons ranging from possession of forbidden knowledge to political dissent that posed a threat to the Church's doctrines. To support this tale, they make references to chains and remnants of old confinement gear found in the restricted areas of the Vatican's underground network, suggesting that there might be some truth to this story. Although currently no concrete evidence exists to confirm the presence of this prisoner, the legend continues to add to the mystique surrounding the Vatican's hidden and less accessible areas. However, whether fact or fiction, these stories hint at the many secrets the Vatican holds beneath its sacred grounds. Some are scary, while others are intriguing, sparking curiosity and a desire to know more, especially when it has to do with the origin of a religion. Number 2. Relics of the Passion. Many legends are unfounded, though some may contain a small grain of truth depending on the subject matter. There are persistent rumors about a secret collection of relics associated with Christ's crucifixion that are said to be housed within the Vatican. Among these, the Titulus Crucis and the Sponge of Gaul stand out. The Titus Crucis is believed to be the headboard of the cross that bore the inscription declaring Jesus as the Nazarene King of the Jews, and that's the tile that was underneath it, labeled his cross. The Sponge of Gaul is believed to have been the one offered to Jesus to drink during his crucifixion. These relics are considered incredibly sacred because of their direct connection to important moments in the Christian faith. Due to their immense sanctity and the deep emotions they evoke, it is believed that the Vatican keeps these relics hidden to prevent any misuse or idolatry that could undermine their spiritual significance. Number 1. The Whispering Gallery of St. Peter's Basilica. Remember that saying, walls have ears. In places like the Gallery of St. Peter's Basilica, there are no whispers. The walls echo it all. The Gallery of St. Peter Basilica was designed so that whispers can be heard clearly within the curve of the dome. Historically, it is rumored that the Whispering Gallery was used for eavesdropping or conducting clandestine conversations within the church. Given the Vatican's significant political and religious role, such a feature would have been valuable for discreetly exchanging information or gathering intelligence. Today, the Whispering Gallery continues to fascinate visitors, who often test its acoustics and marvel at the historical ingenuity of the church's architecture. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.